Hello everyone. Hi, my name is Shabi. In this tutorial, I'm gonna be teaching you how to use the sandbox tool to create soft cushions, soft pillows, throw pillows, and chairs. How to make curves and contours to use to do soft cushion. That's what I'm gonna be teaching you. And so this is the sandbox tool here. It's just here. And if you don't know where the sandbox tool is, to enable the sandbox tool, you can just go here, right click in any of this tab, then you go down, then you find the sandbox tool. If I disable this, you wouldn't find it here again, but when I right click and enable it, you'll find the sandbox tool here. Or rather, you could go here. When you go to draw, you will find sandbox. Then you could draw from contour or from scratch. So I'm going to be explaining how to use the sandbox tool later. So let us start. And this is how we're going to start. So let's start first by deleting Sophie. Hi Sophie. Thank you. And now we're going to draw. Let's go from top. Now we're going to draw a square. Let us draw this. Let us just use 1,500, 1,500. So we have that. I'm gonna draw circles. Here. So after then, I'm just going to delete this part, remove this part, and I'm going to remove this part, and also remove this one here. Haven't done this. This is what I'm going to do next. Pick from this edge to this edge. Then pick an height. What I want to do now is to create the curve, is to create the cushion. This is the cushion base, right? The soft pillow base or the throw pillow base. So now I want to create the curve. So it needs an height to know how high the cushion is going to be. So that's what I want to do here. So on the blue axis, look for your blue axis. On the blue axis, I'm going to go 350. Yeah, I think this is high enough for what I want. Then pick the other end too. Let's go on the blue axis 350. So we have this now. So I think our sandbox tool can work here now. So this is what you do next. You pick it all. Then you go to your sandbox tool. You can either go here, sandbox, and say from contour, which is fine, or you just go here. It means the same thing here. This is what it means still, from contour. So you do from contour. So it gives you a sandbox. It gives you this. It gives you this contour here, which you cannot get normally from SketchUp. If you draw a line in SketchUp, you can't just get this out. So that this is what the sandbox tool helps you to do. It helps you create this effect. So now what we're going to do, you pick the sandbox, then you move it away from your original line. This is what I drew originally, and this is in sandbox now. Automatically the sandbox comes in groups. It just groups it. So you move it away from this so that you'll be able to remove this. Remove this, then we may be able to go back. Okay, let's just go back first. From here, we're going to note the point where we pick our sandbox from, because we will come back there. Okay, so we have this now. So let me move this away. Move it away. So I can remove this one now. I can remove this, I can remove this, and I can remove this, I can remove this. So now I have this. What I want to do here now is to create circles. Oh, let me go back before I do that. Is to create circles here. I want to create this circle. Okay, now from here, let me create this circle. Then I'm gonna move it. Remove this one. So sorry about that. I just want to create. I use a 75, so let me just create 75 circle here, and I can move my circle. I think I'll rather group it, so I can move my circle from here to this point, right? And copy again, move from here to this point, copy again, move from here to this point, move from this point, duplicate it to this point. And you know how to duplicate. All you have to do is to pick, when you want to duplicate, you pick your move tool and press Control. I'm using a Windows, so it's Control, and you pick from here to this point. So having done that, we can return our sandbox tool. The reason why we're doing this, I'm going to show you why we're doing this. So we can return our sandbox tool from where we picked from. We pick from here, return it here. So it's all nice and dandy, which means we can have this now. When I explode it, I'm going to explode it for a reason. When I explode this, and I'll be able to move it up now. Let me turn this like that. See, I want to move it up. This is why I want to move it, so I'm going to move it up to 0.50. Explode this to move it up by 50, and this move it up by 50, and this as well. Explode, move it up by 50. Yeah, so now I have this. The reason why I have this is for continuity. So now that I have this, I can do this now. I can just copy. I can copy or duplicate this from this point. I can duplicate it from this point to this point. You see, now I have multiple pillows. You see that? I can do that. I can just duplicate it. These are the joints. I can just do that. You get? So that's the reason. So let us go back. And this is what I'm gonna do to this. This is what I'm gonna do to this. I'm going to I'm going to soften it. So this is what the softening does to it. It just smoothens all the edges and all, makes it smooth and makes it whole, makes it just one. Here too, I'm going to do the same thing, and here the same, and here I have multiple lines here, so I'll just have to pick it up together at once. So I'm going to do the same thing. So now this is what we have now, right? This is not a cushion yet. I'm going to teach you how to, we're still coming to how to make it look like a realistic cushion. It's not a cushion yet. So what I'll do now is, with this, I'm going to duplicate this particular one. So let us duplicate this one. and leave it there, and turn this one. Then move this one. This is interesting, so very interesting. Move this down here. I think we moved it to the wrong path, so you're gonna have to move again. We're gonna have to move again. Let's check. Okay, we'll move from here, from this point to this point. Yeah, I think we are correct now. We're correct now. Alright, there's something I want to show you here. You see, I just moved this, but these ones, they're not moved too, which means I'll have to start moving them individually, which is a lot of work to do, since I want to create the same thing I have up here. I want to duplicate it down here. So this is what I'm going to do now. What I'm just going to do now is I'm going to group it all. Group this, then duplicate it. Now I can move as a whole entity. So now if I come down here, I can come down now, say from here to here. Now I can come down from here, bring it down here. Where's my blue axis? Where's my blue axis? My blue axis is not responding. SketchUp does this at times, so you have to forgive SketchUp. Okay, to here, which is nice and done. So now this is what I have. So this particular design, it's useful when you want to create multiple designs. So now all I can do is from here I can just pick this and do what? Duplicate it. So I can move from here now to here. Okay. So now let me explode it so that we'll go back to the original. We explode this too. So now I can pick this and pick this. Duplicate it. Then move from here, from this point to this point. You see it? From this point to this point. Now we have something like this. Can you see that? We have something like this. I can move again from this point to this point. SketchUp is actually very fun when you get a hang of it. So to this point, so now this is what we have. When you create a single entity of this, a single pair of this, you're creating a soft pillow. But when you start multiplying it, you're creating a cushion. So it depends on how exactly you want to use your tools. Depends on your design. And so in this tutorial, the sandbox tool has been able to create a soft cushion, a soft pillow rather, and now to create a soft cushion. And you could go ahead to continue to do this. Bring this from here, here, and here. Same here, here, here. Duplicate it again and copy it from here to here. Do you see this? This is just how to multiply. So now see what we have now. We've been able to create a pattern. We've been able to create a design of cushions set. This is what we have now. Depends on your design. So it depends on what you want to create in your design. It's really going to affect how you use your tools. So this is a sandbox tool. Just here, draw. Remember, sandbox tool. You can either draw from contour. This particular tutorial, we drew it from contour. That's what it's meant for. This is from contour. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I am Shabby. Subscribe to my channel and watch more. Let me see you. Let me hear your comments. Let me see your comments, and do not forget to rate this video if it's useful to you. Just let me know about it. Thank you. See you some other time. Ciao, ciao.